Hello there, everyone, and now I have now done a review for like for like a while, and honestly, honest here, I'm a little behind schedule, so yeah. So on that part, not really. I've been too busy doing stuff. Anyways, today we're gonna be reviewing the high grade Freedom Rising Gundam. And I did buy this at one of the stores because I honestly forgot what kind I bought it from. I'm be honest here, I forgot where I bought these anyways because busy schedule and everything else coming behind me and getting me a little washable beating. But I'm be honest here, yeah. But it's not bad pricing when I did buy it. It is fully built, completed, painted on some parts, and stuff like that. So let's take a closer look at all the accessories and anything that comes with it. Now here is the Rising Freedom Gundam. All these accessories are in front of you with a beam effect, shield, and you do get two shields. The reason why is kind of obvious. One is a energy shield and one's regular shield. But the shield does have something that makes it a little more cooler. It does flip out. That's when they give you the other effects. And it's a very snug fit, so it is pretty good looking. And the front tip one right here. Oh, it's pretty good actually for once. And I will say I like this. And the thing, there is some part to panel line. It's not that much actually, but it's like certain spots on it. But they do give you a good amount of feeling at least. The beam rifle, like usual. Yes, I'm going through accessory first because it'd be easier to do that. I did miss some parts of it, but I'll be honest here, it's easy to mask it up. You do get this part too for the figure. It does go on the bottom of it, which you can put it in the flight mode, which I'm going to do when we get to the figure. Two beam effects, like usual, and as your hand. Now take your shield, the energy shield, you want to call it. It does go on these things. Just remove that. And it's easier to take the arm off, so take that off. Put this on. And then put a little thing on. There you go. And it's really cool. But it's only a one-sided thing, technically, which makes it a little more hard to really justify having it on the hand. I mean, when compared to the other shield, let me move the wings over very quick. It does go above the part, so it does make it a little more. And it is a ball joint, so just put it on. And then put this on. This one does spin technically, so you can put it at different angles in case you need to, which makes total sense of why you would do it. This one I do like more better. Now you do also get the cannons on the hip, which are just your standard basic things that you have seen before on other kits. Let me take off the shield because it's gonna get redundant. There you go. And I'm just gonna leave it off because it's in. So you have these, but the problem with these is they do like to pop off them, especially when you pull a little too hard, and you do get beam savers. Detail is really good on here because put in your panel lining and there you go. It looks really good actually. And these are the ones where you can stick them together. Those hide. So that makes it even more better. Yep, put these in. And I forgot to paint the inside of the scope. You know what? I'll do it later. Now let's look at the main kit itself. I will say I did work on it with markers, pen lining it, and everything. And I will say I think it looks decent. That's why you need a fly stand. I have extra ones, but I'm not gonna pull them out right now because it's too much effort already. Move out these switches to the side because I don't really need them. I'm gonna take the backpack off too because it does make it a little more heavier of a kit. So this is way more heavier than the actual kit itself. Articulation, standard high grade stuff. Basically, double joint to the arm like usual. Full rotation at the arm, biggest and ball joints. The shoulder piece does go up a little more than I expected, and these little parts right here do move up and down. Hands, ball joints, but not doing right here at the wrist, so you could get a double joint. It does kick up pretty high up. Not much backwards because, well, back of it. It does kick out pretty far. You can get a good split out of it. It's just a little hard to due to some of the, yeah, there you go. So you can get it because the hips are a drop part. So as you can see right here, it does extend down. So be cautious when you do that. Don't be too rough with it, okay? The head is your standard joint in here, and it just wiggles up and down, which is the bare minimum that should really do technically. So yeah, the wings, these are technically like the Freedom Master Grade version. So they do extend like usual, and they got the cannon in the middle. They do have this part here too, which I think looks really decent. The cannon do flip out all the way to the side, so technically you can have them point out like this. You have them over shoulder, point it down, which makes total sense too because it is technically so. And you do rotate a full 360, but technically you can pull them out like this to get more angle, but also pull them out, I think. Okay, so technically you can. Okay. But these parts do have their little joints of rotation too. So the middle parts right here, you can see, they do rotate up. So they are the own individual points. And I did paint, and I did use a marker for this, the black, because that is also a part of it that didn't be done. This part here does open up like usual because it is still part of the sea line. So I mean technically, so it just goes above the head and just there you go. It does mean to snap into that part, which you do need to. Which let me get that. And you basically need to basically just have the shield. And yes, transformation part, you'd be. You know what? I'm just gonna do the select person first, and then we'll do the transformation. He is technically still like every high grade size, so technically he's still one size 144. So here's the Power Tails. First, I want to say first one, I think, or maybe sixth one. I don't remember. Here's the Araxum. Here's Flame Toys Megatron. And here it's blur from the from remember that from the 500 series. Now, generation is kind of obvious. Flip this upwards above the head, which basically does that. Go under the gooch, slide. This basically just open lights up a little more. Put it in the hole so everything stays in. Close the legs up. And then with the shield, okay. You do need to put the rifle in here. I think I have no information for this in quite a while. Look. So something is supposed to go here. I don't have the instruction booklet with me, which is a problem that I need to figure out. I'll figure out and know. Let me look real quick. Should you get this kit? Yes. I think it's a very good, decent kit of how it looks. If we can do a lot more work on like hell lining it, I think it'll a little more better. Especially within the head, because there is grooves you can get it into. Which is not really bad compared to anything else. I will say the only problem is due to the back of the thing more heavier, it makes it unstable to have any standard posing for it. Now, at that point, have it within a flying stance would make it a little more better if you're going to do it. Which I think is a better option for you. You can't have really the thing within the standing pose. That means you need to have more effort to put into it. And if you have that effort, you do, you don't. I know a lot of people don't. What do you think? What do you buy this? Would you buy the model kit? Tell me your opinion on it. Let us subscribe to the Discord. Everything is in my link tree. Should be in the description below in case you know where I am on social media. Peace out.